Stefano, you live in the town, obviously, so...
Well, it's a complex town. I mean, we can't just present it as we just have with all these dreadful statistics. It's a complex town, and certainly it is. It hasn't enjoyed the level of support from, generally speaking, historically, from state and federal governments.
Now, can I just ask you the political question? Is that because it's essentially, well, in federal
we're
terms,
not a swinging voter.
One of the safest seats in the country for the National Party?
Well,
but
you could say that.
I can say that because it's true, but what's the consequences of that?
Well, we are stuck in a rut, and it opens up a far more complex discussion about the role of the National Party, which has appropriated the discourse, the narrative of food, which is wonderful, but have taken the narrative of food, which everyone shares, and then it has attached to it all these other things, anti-gay, anti-alternative energy sources. It's a very conservative thing. So Mildura, which could produce all the solar power, gets nothing. Nothing gets done here at the political level. And the Labour Party, when it comes to regional areas, just hopelessly inadequate. Why don't they rename the Ministry for Agriculture as the Ministry for Food and refocus what we should be talking about and get rid of, I mean, unless you start from the ground up, some of these problems will continue. So let's get down to dealing with climate change, which will affect this community. Let's change the conversation. Climate change, education, addressing disparities in the community, and telling state government that Victoria doesn't end in Ballarat, Bendigo and Geelong.
Sussan Ley, when a place like Mildura exists within such a safe seat, does that mean you don't get the attention that a swinging seat gets? I mean, we know what it took to become the first place where the NBN was rolled out, for example. You had to be a critical sort of swinging seat.
Well, the NBN is a fantastic example of what's happening all across regional Victoria and New South Wales. But look, governments don't create jobs. Governments don't make it happen. Government policy effectively is national. And what we've been able to realise in agriculture, in tourism, in regional development is not about an amount of money landing specifically in one town or one city. It's about so much more than that. And this region has been through some tough times, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. And one of the reasons has been the Murray-Darling Basin Plan and the effect of farmers getting used to a future with less water. That has been an enormous challenge.
Climate change. It's not.
Look, it might be. I'm not actually arguing with that.
I mean, now you're going to attack the legacy of your own government in the Murray-Darling.
I'm sorry. I'm going to pause that argument because we actually have a question on this one. We might as well go to it since you've already started us going. Remember, if you hear any doubtful claims on Q&A, send a tweet using the hashtag